Hi there, this is Diane, and this is day 4 of our Reinvent Your Career 30-day challenge. Let me see if this is working. Yes, it is. Okay, today we're going to talk about creating a career objective with a twist. And I've seen old-fashioned resumes that had a career objective, and I've seen career objectives like I want to get a job for 2 years and then I'm going to go back to graduate school, or I want a job that's going to help me grow and develop professionally. That's not the right kind of career objective. It is not your career objective. Today, it should be the career objective of your employer. That's the most important thing. You want to use a career objective space. I prefer that in terms instead of a written kind of a profile, because in the profile you tend to talk about things that you did in the past for other employers. And in this career objective, I want you to talk to the employer that you are sending the resume to, and I want you to talk to him. You can even name him in the career objective. You can name the title that you want, and you want to tell him what you can do for him, for the company, and then you list the credentials that reassure him that you have the skills. So this is what a career objective, this is a resume of a client that I just did a couple days ago. I've blinded out the name, but this is the latest. You can see the career objective space here. It is 3 or 4 lines, generally 1, maximum 2 sentences, and it comes immediately under the contact information and right above the summary of credentials. So it's really important that this career objective be very simple and clear and easy to understand. And you're going to talk to the employer, and you can actually put his name in the career objective. So you're going to have a header that says career objective, and then it'll actually put the position in. Now remember, you want to have a personalized resume for each single application. Don't just throw a generic resume out there. Of course, you have to have a standard generic resume for example, your LinkedIn profile. And if you want to attach a PDF of your resume in your LinkedIn profile, that will be more of a generic resume that you're not going to talk to a potential employer but not list them. But for every application that you submit, you want to have a career objective, and it's talking to their needs. And the way that you build this career objective is you go into a job posting and you can copy it on a Word document or whatever, and then you look for the keywords that they want. Now, they're going to tell you what this role should do. This job should do this, this, this. I'm looking for a person with these skills, this kind of a degree, this kind of a certification, this many years experience, and that's the information that you're going to put in the career objective to reassure him. So it might sound something like this. So I've got a couple of career objectives from recent clients that I've done just in the past couple of days. So I want you to understand what a career objective might look and sound like. So here's one for a construction accountant, okay? And I always like to start with leverage. You want to leverage these 3 or 4 skill sets that you have, these credentials, to help you do this, right? So I'm going to leverage 14 years of experience in finance, accounting, treasury, and comptroller roles in the real estate development and banking industries, supported by bachelor's and master's degrees in finance and accounting. That's I'm leveraging these skills. Now, what am I going to offer you, Mr. Employer? To professionally manage all finance and accounting operations for the name of the company, ensuring timely and complete reporting, strong cash management and treasury operations, and effective project management supervision and coordination of multiple real estate properties. So it has kind of 2 parts. So the first is at the end of it, you're going to talk and go through their description of exactly what they want this role to be and what they want you to achieve in this role. And you're going to start with, I'm going to leverage these 4 attributes which speak directly to what they said in the job listing they want. They want this kind of a degree, they want this kind of a certification, if it's a PMP, whatever the certification, you want so many years of experience, you want so many degrees, certifications, whatever. So you can list those 3 or 4 qualifications that you have in the first half, followed by the word leverage this background that I have, so I can help you, Mr. Employer, achieve what you want with this role, which is, and it always comes down to what they want that's going to make the business profitable, to drive sales, to drive profitability, to reduce risk, to increase customer satisfaction, to generate new clients, to retain existing clients, to increase profitability, to reduce time, effort, waste, whatever. They have very specific things that role's job is to do. So you want to reassure them that you know that that's what this role is going to be, and that I have these 3 or 4 characteristics which you listed in your job criteria that's going to let you be successful in this role. So it's really easy. Here's another one. I was working with a lady who she's many years a nurse with NICU, and she's a case manager for a hospital, and she's looking for a position as a director, moving from a person who does case management. She wants to use her new master's degree, MBA, to leverage that into a supervisory manager or director role. So the title is going to say career objective, director of case management, which is the role that she's applying to in the way it was listed in the job posting. And it's going to be something like leverage 18 years experience in nursing and case management for 5 leading hospitals. That's your credentials, right? An MBA in health management with specialization in hospital and healthcare facilities administration. And a BS in nursing, which is a required degree you have to have. And then what do you want, Mr. Employer? To lead the case management team of XYZ Hospital to provide stellar health care to at-risk patients while reducing costs and time in hospital, ensuring compliance with industry best practices while generating high levels of patient satisfaction. You see how it all works together? So you're talking at the end of it to the employer, what his role is, what he wants to achieve with this role, and then you're listing the first 4 criteria that they listed in the job description as the requirement: a degree, experience, title, certifications, etc. Here is one more. This is for manager of environmental health. So this is going to be career objective, manager of environmental health. So I want to leverage my MS in technology management and environmental health and safety, requirement number 1, multiple OSHA and industry certifications, focused experience with large-scale workplace safety operations, corporate safety relations, and development and deployment of training programs in the field of occupational and environmental health, industrial hygiene, and ergonomics. That's what I bring to the table to help you, Mr. XYZ Company, reduce or eliminate environmental and safety risks, issues, complaints, and incidences, to lower insurance premiums and lost payouts, thus driving increased corporate profits and valuation. So if you're in risk management and you can eliminate risks to a public corporation or any corporation, that's value that drives savings to the bottom line. And then here's one more. This is in the IT leadership field of another client, and it goes leverage 12 years in IBM leadership roles, developing and delivering complex IT systems for clients A, B, and C. So you can list these prominent names of big global companies, right? 12 years in senior financial and IT leadership for a global automobile manufacturer, 2 MBA degrees, PMP certification, and a passion for operational expertise. This is what he brings to the table, right? To spearhead the technological innovation for XYZ Company, seeking to modernize and automate systems to drive revenue growth while delivering enhanced customer satisfaction. Do you see how powerful that career objective is? It's not your career objective, it's their career objective. So what this does is a number of things. Number 1, it makes sure that you are focused on what they want. You can talk to the employer directly. So you talk to him and use his name. You use the keywords from the job listing, because that's going to get you picked up in the ATS scan, because what he put in the job listing is what you need to list on your resume. So you can put it right there in that career objective section, okay? And it's a forward-looking, you're talking to him, and you're not talking about, in the past I've done this and this and this and this and this, right, for other employers. No, you're saying I have this group of skills that I'm going to help you, Mr. Employer by name, achieve this, which is the goal that you just told me in your job listing that you want. See how powerful this is? It's very exciting. So I've got a lot more with examples and step-by-step information inside the course. Please, from here, go on inside www.reinventyourcareerin30days.com. and you'll find a detailed instructional video from my Above the Fold resume course. I've got a lot of them. I have to keep them straight, from my Above the Fold resume course on how to create your career objective. It's got a lot of screenshots and captures and images so you can see exactly what it is. There's also the PowerPoint presentation that you can go through at your own speed and see exactly what is in there. And it'll teach you those skills and gives you a lot of examples and kind of build exactly how you go through and find out what the employer wants, etc. Also, tomorrow, day 5, we're going to talk about formatting your resume. And that will be the last day that we're going to talk about resumes per se. Then we're going to go on the next day to cover letters. So this will be the last in the series of resumes, and I'm going to show you how important it is to format the resume appropriately. We're going to talk about like 2-column, there's some resume formats that are very popular out there that have like a sidebar or 2 columns or different formats that people use. We're going to talk about that. We're going to look at things like what kind of fonts, what kind of white space you use, what kind of size you should use, and different sections and how you make it appealing. We're going to talk a lot about white space and readability. And because it's very important that someone can find everything they want through sections. They're going to jump from one section to another. First, you're going to have your career objective. Then you're going to have your summary of credentials. Then you want them to be able to easily go and find any other information that they want. Company, titles, employment, education, certifications, any special things, patents, books you've written, associations that you've led, volunteer experience, whatever. You want it to be laid out very, very clearly with a lot of different, some bolds and some underlines and cap sections. So it's very clear which section you want. Header sections that talk about each different section, whether it's a career objective, etc. So all that we're going to go into tomorrow, and I'm going to have some nice gifts for you tomorrow also. So thank you very much. It has been a real pleasure, and I really appreciate your time. And this has been a pleasure. And I'll see you inside the course. We're going to talk a lot more and give you a lot more specifics about creating your employer-focused, action-oriented, forward-looking career objective. Thanks a lot. This is Diane Huth, the Accidental Career Coach, and I'm the author of several award-winning career guides. This one, Brand You to Land Your Dream Job. A lot of the content comes out of there. You can find that on Amazon, and it's also in audio form. So thanks so much for your time. I'll see you inside the course. Bye-bye.